very perceptive. But anyway, we collected the money. Evelyn Pomeroy, great, and that is, you know, for Evelyn Pomeroy, something to always remember for Evelyn. She's a fantastic woman that went all around the parish with me collecting that money. We went up and we got established up there abroad. So I would always ask you to commend Evelyn to you for that great work that she did. The ministry has been great. Once I was late, which dramatically late was going to Fermoy, and the Lord intervened in his own way. We're going up Ballyedmond and the council provided a series of potholes that you would not see. Bang, I hit one. And the car wasn't that old, but I had never looked at the spare before. So I opened the boot and out came this little Mickey Mouse wheel. This is not me no good. And next thing, who came round the corner? Gordon Nortridge. You're the man, Gordon, I said. So I got Evelyn, came out and she picked me up and we went and Gordon was left changing the wheel. But I can always remember that the Lord moves in the strangest ways. But it wasn't only in West Cork that I shot in the winter, I can tell you. I went to a parish not too far from here and they were waiting for the arrival of a new rector. I must have gone on a lot that Sunday because I went back to Fermoy to apologise, and I don't often do that. Well, one fella came up to me and says, I hope the new man isn't like you. I said, why? He said, you'd have lived there for 3 weeks. You all know how sensitive I am, you see. No, there was great, and people are great. People are, you know, they are great. You go around, especially in West Cork, Clonakilty, wonderful people there. And I've had the privilege of going over to Carrigaline and speaking to the house groups over there. Great people, a nucleus of people who want to do things in the parish, need encouragement. And I think one thing we're lacking is encouragement. It's something about us, we're not able to express our feelings. And people do things and, you know, they don't really get the feedback they should and be encouraged. And I often hope like that in the diocese that we'd uplift that. You know, we could see things happening and encourage people, because there's great people out there wanting to do things, and you know, if you can get in behind them. I think we're afraid, like, if we open our mouths we get a job. I mean, it's like the old story. I mean, we all go to the vestry meeting and look around, who can we pin for this one, you know? And the whole thing is not to get it pinned on yourself, like, you know? But it's just our attitude. I know times are scarce, I mean, people have time and there are a lot of commitments, but you know, for the church to flourish, like, we all have to be pointing in the same direction. And I think here we're very fortunate to have Alan here and you know, and the family and you know, the 5 nuggets that they have there. You know, they're great children. They're great children and very committed, and it's great. And you know, they're an example to any family. Come to church there and they're participating and they enjoy it and they look like as if they're enjoying it. And that's wonderful. And you were talking about us showing an example. I would say to you and you, Alan, that you are in your own lifestyle an example. And you have a spiritual attitude that God walks through you. And we can see that God is walking through you. And you allow yourself for God to walk through you, which is the most important thing. I mean, as I said earlier tonight, I had a great attitude as I want to do things and I'd say, God bless it. But you see, it doesn't work like that. I should ask him for his guidance first. And maybe I was always a slow learner, I was just a hand in the class most of the time. And as the fellow says, when they asked a question, I put up my hand, and by the time I got back to the cloakroom, someone else had answered it. But, you know, it's a bit traumatic for us, really, as you can imagine. Like, it's a long time coming, and Evelyn is great. I mean, how she didn't kind of about 4 years ago say, well, I'm going anyway, you can stay. In fairness, I mean, when the guy said for better or for worse, she got the worst bit. You know? But she's been very loyal and loving and faithful, and it's wonderful, and I'm very blessed to have. And I'm blessed indeed. My eldest grandson is here tonight, David. Well done. It's great when, you know, they come so far to give you the support. It means a lot. Many thanks. I do appreciate that. And the lads, the girls are unfortunately for Sarah, she's off in Portugal on holidays. I remember reading Jeremiah, it said about, you know, marry and give your daughters in marriage. Well, I have one left, but she's after going off to the Middle East, and her last words to me, she says, maybe I'll be sold for 2 camels. My only reply was, well, you give me the hug for years, I never did. Well, I do hope they're both safe, and I know that their thoughts are with us tonight, and with the whole community, because they grew up here in this very room. We had Alma King, we had Pearl Lynch going back to the flood, as we used to say, and I can always remember, you were talking about Joe's and Jim, like, you see, we worked a very spiritual miracle on Joe's. Now it's called Isaac's. It's getting more biblical, so we can go there anyway. But there was, the first time there was management, there was only the Peter Fleming and myself and Pearl Lynch, and she hated those meetings. And she thought we liked them, we hated them every bit as much. Like. So you had 3 people sitting around the table, making sure we didn't tread on each other's toes, like, and we said very little, because the dean said to me, if we said the wrong thing, now she's going to jump out and run out the door, you see. So we were all very polite. And I don't know how we survived, but I remember going into the class one day, God be good to Pearl, I was looking at the books, you know, and everybody seemed to be on a different page. And I kind of pointed out to Pearl and thought they were kind of united. Oh, no, they all go at their own speed around here. So I had freedom in education. Actually, I could go on for ages, I normally do, but anyway. I just look at you, I thank you all, you know this, I thank you all for the happiness and the friendship. That's what it's all about. We've enjoyed being here, and you know, we had to downsize anyway because Evelyn couldn't keep doing the garden the way she's doing it. So we had to So we said we'd go the whole hog, and we are looking forward to the 7 grandchildren that we have there, and you know, and it's just we feel this is what God wants us to do. So we're going in faith, and it's never failed us yet. We don't expect it to fail in the future. So just thank you very much, and God bless you all, and thank you for your friendship over the years.